Okay, tonight I pretty much did degreasing. Starting down in here. And that's just a start, mind you. That's, that's the nastiest place on here. But this was all very nice right from the start. And I'm stuck continually rubbing these sides down because there's somebody's paint. Yeah, it's like a latex paint and it just keeps peeling off. So I didn't buy I got some Purple Power, but I didn't buy the Extreme Power I didn't buy the Extreme Power Purple Power, but I don't see much difference between them. They both take the paint right off. Not so much the original paint, but anything anybody's added. Now, I painted this lightly, the bottom of this column. I mean, just not even being serious. And the Purple Power hasn't had any effect on that. Now, see, this is just dirt. Let's see how you find this'll. Yeah, so maybe that's a sign that this paint that I'm going to use, that I am using, is going to hold up. And I'm wondering, can I thin this paint out and add a hardener to it and make it sprayable? It's an oil-based Rust-Oleum. And the question is, can I thin that out, add a hardener, and use it and spray that through a paint gun? Okay, I still need to take this apart and turn that pin. While I'm doing that, I'll probably get these pipes out of here so I can prep this for paint. This I'm just going to keep going over it and over it until it's all done. Waiting to order parts for the Bijou oiler. I got parts. I got parts soaking. For the table ways. And we're waiting on, I don't think we're waiting on anything here but but to take this to a hydraulics shop and have them fit me up some O-rings. I still have 3 more crank handles to make look like that. I need to learn how the locking system works and create one for this handle. This is the rear of the machine handle for X, front to back. So these two here and here are Z, the column. They need to be done. So slowly but surely, it's all coming together. Okay. That's the update for today. There's the front door to the cabinet. All right, guys. Till the next update. Okay, I bought a socket. It doesn't look like the right size. It is. But all I want to do is take off this. I don't want to disturb the column. I don't want to take it off. I just want to get this off so I can take this bellows off. So I hope I'm not screwing anything up when I do this. So let's mount the camera over here. Let me show you my camera mount. Oh. There. So it's one of those things you put like on your office desk. And here's my other one. So whenever I see these things around, I grab them. And it makes it easy to move the camera around. So hopefully I'm not going to be screwing anything up. I looked at this bellows on McMaster car, and you start getting in the $200 range, which makes me wonder if I can't return this after I use it. Which makes me wonder if I can't refurbish this one in some way. I am going to reach out to K.O. Lee and see if they have one at a reasonable price. I wouldn't mind having, the original. Wouldn't mind having the original I wouldn't mind having the original manufactured. I need a bigger drive than this. Where's my 1/2-inch drive at? I have no idea where it is. I'll use this breaker bar. Okay. Let me release this lock. I did dig out all the schmutz that was inside this cap head screw. Most of it. Looks like that's a set screw, not a cap head screw. Okay, so that's loose. Yeah, it looks like that's going to just release that. Hopefully this rod doesn't fall down inside the cabinet. Because all I want to do is remove this. And it looks like it ain't gonna happen. What else is there here? Okay, inside here there is another, let me show it to you. Now see, that almost seems like an adjustment. I don't want to mess with that until I know what I'm doing. So let's just do this. So there's one. That's getting tight. that's some kind of adjustment. So I think that's exactly where it was when I started. And I bet you all I need is maybe it'll screw off. Tighten them down here. I hope I'm not screwing this thing up. Feel down here and see what's going on. Okay, the bowl gear is not turning. The nut coming out of the bowl gear is not turning. There's another gear over here. I can spot it, I get my hand on it. Okay, there's like a worm gear up here. None of that is moving. Okay. Yeah, yikes. I got a nickel's worth of towel for a $3 job. Okay. I'm really not getting any movement. You can, let me bring the camera over to you. Let me bring you over to it. Okay. So there's clearly a seam here going around, and that is not affect, nothing there is moving. I guess I should have counted how many times I turned that. Uh-huh. That's what I thought. You gonna stay there? Okay. I really need to get some towels. I mean, that's theoretically that's tightening. Okay, let's try this thing again. Okay, that should be, that's tightening it. Okay, that's locking it. that's screwing it down. And as I screw it down, I get more. So I'm screwing it down into the hole. And like I said, hopefully the whole thing doesn't drop on me. Huh. The baby goes all the way down. Okay. Okay, so there is a round plate in there that this big screw is capturing. So I think if I continue doing what I'm doing, I think that plate is going to drop. Okay, I figured a few things out. Number one, I figured out how to remove this next time. And this is the bottom of the nut that I'm screwing. There is a pin here that indexes with this plate. And there is a hole right here which you turn to access these screws. So well, you get the idea. This damn thing is heavy. So you got the screw that holds the whole thing together, and you simply drop it down there. Let me find. Okay, that ought to be close there. And you get the idea after that. And I might have it a little too tight to do this. I can always loosen this up on this nut to give me a little more up and down. Okay. So, you know, mystery solved. Okay, now I have to loosen this a little bit so I can get to all the screws a little easier. So I guess you can't do this kind of stuff without learning something, or at least be willing to take a chance and learn something. So I think I got everything snug. It looks good all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and cinch these on down. We'll be editing this one, obviously. I think this one is the last one here. Must not have done much to that one. Okay, now pull this up all the way. Okay, now that should lock it. So we're going to adjust how freely we want it to be able to move once the and it says oil. So when we get some oil, we'll be putting some oil down there. In the meantime, I'm going to keep oil in that orientation. I'm going to go ahead and shine up this nut. Okay, we got that baby buffed up a little bit. No big deal. And we will try to tighten that in that position. Okay. There it is, spinning freely. And this should be the lock. And that's the lock. And we should be on 0. And we are on 0. Okay. When we get some whey oil, we'll put whey oil down in there. It's nothing you can really reach with the cross slide up there. Huh. So we'll go ahead and clean up our wrenches. I don't know if this is salvageable or not. It's possible. No, it's all ate up. I would say that's probably 1 foot expanded. Hopefully we'll be able to get a KOLEE